Good afternoon,
Recording in
everyone. A
progress.
very warm welcome to all of you to this special webinar on practice opportunities in MSME Consultancy, which is being organized by the Committee for Members in Practice of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India. Today's webinar focuses two powerful themes: MSME, a sunrise area of CA practice opportunities in central government ministries, funding options for MSMEs. As we stand at the threshold of a rapidly growing MSME ecosystem, this webinar aims to empower our members with new avenues of practice, professional growth, and nation building. Today, we are privileged to have the leadership of the Committee for Members in Practice, CA Madhukar Hirgange sir, the chairman of the committee. So, CA Madhukar Narayan Hirgange sir needs no introduction, a highly respected professional through thought leader, and a passionate advocate for strengthening the capacity and competence of the practicing members. He has been the forefront of initiatives that truly transform the practice landscape. Sir, your commitment to serving members with purpose and ensuring that small and mid-sized practitioners gain access to opportunities in emerging areas has been truly inspiring. We are honored to have you, sir, today. So I would request you to please take your opening remarks, sir.
Thank you, Priyanshu, for that nice introduction. I would not like to spend too much time between the learned speakers who are actually going to give us a lot of value, but it would suffice to say that this particular program, webinar, the feedback of which will decide whether we can take up longer 5-6 day programs for all the practitioners. This is a very important aspect which we are looking for support from your side, all the members who have joined. Other than this, our committee website has recently been, you can say, recalibrated, and we have put it in place. Please do come to the website. You can see how many more programs we have, some of them online also. And we have a large number of wonderful videos which can enliven you, which can add value to you, which can give you tips. With that, I would like to thank GB Modi sir and SS Naik sir for joining us in sharing their vast insights, and also the fact that there is so much opportunity in this area. Thank you very much, Priyanshu. Over to you.
Unmute.
Yeah. As we begin to this webinar, so our first session would be on sunrise area of CA practice opportunities in central government ministries, and the speaker would be our eminent uh, speaker, CA GB Modi ji. CA GB Modi sir is one of the India's most experienced and respected experts in the field of MSME subsidiaries, industries, policies, government initiatives, and project-based consulting. He brings 36 years of continuous practice with an extraordinary track record of obtaining subsidiaries and initiatives for industries across Maharashtra, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Odisha, and more. He has obtained subsidiaries for over 300 plus ginning and press factories, facilitated 400 plus SSIs, unit subsidiaries, 30 cold storage projects, major projects under NABARD, NHB, Textile Ministry, and Food Processing Ministry. He has delivered lectures at international conferences in Bali, Hong Kong, Paris, and across India. He has served as a smart trainer in SEBI and NISM, faculty in ICAI certificate course on MSME, member and mentor in several industrial and entrepreneurial forums. Sir, Sir's vast experience, grassroots understanding, and deep knowledge of government frameworks makes him one of the most authoritative voices in India in the MSME government interface. Sir, I would request you to please take the session and enlighten our members.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, Chairman, sir. And thank you to the Secretariat of Committee for Members in Practice. Sorry. I'm sharing my slide with you. So just the topic assigned to me today by the committee is related to sunrise area, MSME, sunrise area of CS practice, opportunities in central government ministry. Friends, those who are listening to me, one of you will agree that now our institute, our nation, our honorable Prime Minister, we have the vision of 2047. So why not we as a chartered accountant practicing today should have the vision to take the advantage of the government schemes which are going on, and that's why the word used in this today's topic is sunrise area of CA practice. It means that this is an upcoming area of CS practice in micro, small and medium enterprises. And particularly today we are going to discuss about the opportunities in central government ministries. When I am going to discuss in front of you the opportunities in central government ministries, it means that each and every state government, wherever my participants, my audience is listening to me, there is a great opportunity at state level also. So today we are not going to discuss about the state policies. If you ask me, the place where you are situated and you are doing your local practice, there is a state level opportunities in MSME. But I am going to discuss in front of you because you may be from different parts of country. It will not be justifiable for me to speak in front of you about the Maharashtra policy or Telangana policy or the Gujarat policy. So today we are going to discuss in front of you the practice opportunities in central government and how this MSME practice is going to be the sunrise area. Just listen to our honorable Prime Minister. विश्व भर में लोगों से कहना चाहता हूं, आइए हिंदुस्तान में निर्माण कीजिए, दुनिया के किसी भी देश में जाकर के बेचिए, लेकिन निर्माण यहां कीजिए, मैन्युफैक्चर यहां कीजिए. हमारे पास स्किल है, टैलेंट है, डिसिप्लिन है, कुछ कर गुजरने का इरादा है. हम विश्व को एक सामूहिक अवसर देना चाहते हैं. चाहिए कम. The Honorable Prime Minister from the Red Fort itself is giving welcome treatment to the world and telling them to come and make in India. आप विश्व में कहीं भी रहिए पर भारत में निर्माण करिए. See the opportunities created from the Red Fort of our country. When the Pradhan Sevak of our country is inviting the world entrepreneurs to come and establish their manufacturing units within the territory of India, it means there is going to happen huge capital investment in the country. So this Make in India event or the Make in India slogan or the Make in India exercise of the government of India has itself created a great opportunity for we practicing chartered accountant in this industrial or known as a non-traditional, or we can specifically say MSME practice. MSME practice. Not only the central government, the Honorable Pradhan Sevak of our country If you see, each and every state government of our country is now giving importance to establishment of industry. That's why the Telangana Rising Global Summit is held in the Telangana state between 8 and 9 December 2025. So not only the central government is inviting the entrepreneurs, each state government is now giving importance to MSME, and even the Rajasthan government partnership conclave Rising Rajasthan. It is today, at present, it is held in the state of Rajasthan, that is Rising Rajasthan. Invest Karnataka, Invest Kerala, Invest Rajasthan, Invest Madhya Pradesh. Madhya Pradesh Global Investment Summit, World Sustainability Development Summit, AI Impact Summit is going to be held in 2026. Invest in Assam. What this all slide says? This slide says that not only the central government make in India, but each and every state government is giving red carpet treatment to the manufacturers to invite them and establish their manufacturing unit in their respective states. Then what the role a chartered accountant can play? A chartered accountant has the vast role to play when the government is proactive and inviting the entrepreneurs to establish their manufacturing. There is going to happen the capital investment. The promoters will need the land allotment. The promoters will need the all type of clearances like NA order, project report, project funding, pollution control clearances. Then the benefit which the state government and central government is providing to the promoters who are planning to establish their units in these various states. So what I want to put in front of you, in 2014, the government of India from Red Fort has given a call to the world at large that you come and establish their manufacturing unit. And similar to that, each and every state government is now inviting. Hence, there is a great opportunities for manufacturing sector in the country. And as a practicing chartered accountant, this is an untapped area, unforeseen area, sunrise area of practice where we can convert. Don't doubt we are doing traditional services like GST, tax audit, income tax audit, return filing, GST compliances. But this all activity starts once the unit has gone into commercial production. So there is a compartmentalization between concept to commissioning of the project, and after commissioning of the project, the role of a chartered accountant as a traditional practices, as a tax practitioner starts. But today we are going to discuss about this untapped area, sunrise area of practice, that is MSME practice. Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan, it may be slogan for someone, but it means that India wants to become Atmanirbhar and they wants to produce whatever we are importing from out of India. Vocal for local. It means more and more local products should be purchased, and local for global. All the local products should be sold in the global. So each proclamation by the government, each initiative taken by the state and central government is toward development, infrastructure creation, economy, the economy development, 5 trillion economy, 1 trillion economy, 2047, Vikasit Bharat by 2047. So, with that vision, these successive ministries of the central government and each and every state government is now easing their procedures, their application procedures. Hence, the concept of ease of doing business has started, and more and more government services are nowadays become online. And the promoters, the entrepreneurs, wherever they are staying in the country or in the world, they can apply, they can get the services of the government of India and state government sitting at own place. Friends, being a practicing chartered accountant, you are doing compliances. Now a concept of work from home has also come. See, similarly, whenever an MSME comes to you and asks for doing any type of compliances like pollution control clearance, Udyam registration, online application for company registration, online application for allotment of land from State Industrial Development Corporation. The government of India is taking initiative of doing ease of doing business at the comfort of the premises, sitting at the premises of your own offices or at the offices of the promoters. You can do ease of doing business. Friends, today we are going to discuss about the sunrise area of practice. What it means. Traditionally, we are doing compliances which are traditional area of practice which you all people are doing till date. But what is the non-traditional area of practice? That is industrial practice or MSME practice. We are going to discuss about that also. Friends, as far as our traditional practice is concerned, it is dependent on two ministries of the central government. 95% of our traditional practice comes from the Ministry of Finance and Ministry of Corporate Affairs. That is bread and butter of our practice. But if you ask me, and if you want to enter into non-MSME practice or if you want to come into non-traditional area of practice or industrial practice, you name the ministries in the central government, there is MSME opportunities available. I have given in front of you some name of the ministries. That is Ministry of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises. The name itself suggests that there is a specific ministry created in central government for the development policy formation of MSME sector in the country. Ministry of Commerce and Industry, which is headed by our own colleague, Honorable Piyush Ji Goyal. The name itself suggests Ministry of Commerce, and we know very well what is the commerce and what is the industry. The Department of Industrial Promotion and Internal Trade, DPIIT, the Startup India movement, the Stand Up India movement, the large scale mega, ultra mega projects comes under Ministry of Commerce and Industry. Ministry of Textile, the name itself say the East India Company has came to India to do the textile business. See the importance of textile sector in the country. A central government ministry is created, and this ministry is having number of schemes as far as this is concerned. Just compare with the Ministry of Commerce, Ministry of Finance and Ministry of Corporate Affairs, and just look after the four ministry in front of you. Ministry of Food Processing Industry, roti, kapda or makan. Without that, a human being cannot survive on this earth. So Ministry of Food Processing Industry, whatever ready to eat or ready to cook food we eat day to day, there is a specific ministry in the central government which is having schemes for development of food processing industries in the country. Ministry of New and Renewable Energy, solar panels, windmill, you can say non-conventional energy. There is a specific central government ministry where this non-traditional practice or industrial practice can be explored. Kusum 1, Kusum 2, Kusum 3, solar park, wind park, hydrogen water, papa, so many type of non-conventional energy projects are coming in the country. Ministry of Heavy Industries, the name itself is, the ministry itself is created by the central government for the development of heavy industries, public sector undertakings, industries having investment 1000 crore, 500 crores. Ministry of Electronics, Information Technology, Semiconductor Mission. You will see chartered accountants doing work in Ministry of Electronic Information Technology. Friends, if you are really interested to come this non-traditional area of practice, I will urge each one of you to just go and visit the site of the Ministry of Information Technology and Electronics. You will find number of schemes declared by the central government for the development of, see, Digital India movement. The ease of doing business is an outcome of the technology, and the Ministry of Information Technology and Electronics is having multiple schemes for the development of technology related product services in the country. Ministry of Agriculture and Farmer Welfare. No government in the country can dare to ignore the agriculturist in the country. Roti, kapda or makan. The agriculture ministry is having the highest budget allocation by the central government for the welfare of agriculturists. Right from land purchase till water supply, seeds, fertilizers, chemical, animal husbandry. So many schemes are developed by the Ministry of Agriculture. So what I want to put in front of you, what traditional practices we are doing, which is dependent on the two ministries of the central government, that is Ministry of Finance and Ministry of Corporate Affairs, versus traditional versus non-traditional area of practice, or traditional versus industrial area of practice, and traditional plus. It is not versus, it is plus. If you are into traditional practice, friends, each one of you can start a vertical in your office for industrial practice, MSME practice, or traditional practice, and you will find that each and every central government ministry is providing the opportunities for we chartered accountant. That's why the word sunrise area of practice, unknown area of practice, untapped area of practice has been utilized, and rightly by the committee for members in practice. This topic is chosen that our members should be aware that there are there are, see, 52 ministries in the central government. And from last 75 years, our institute is just concentrating. We members are become the service provider to the Ministry of Finance and Ministry of Corporate Affairs. But we have ignored the other ministries, and the topic today is going to tell you about that the other ministries of central governments are also going to help you to develop your non-traditional area of practice. Friends, as a traditional area of practice, what we are supposed to do, we ask our clients to pay advance tax, we ask our clients to file in their income tax return, GST return, pay taxes, pay penalties. If this return is not filed, this is allowable, this is not allowable, you can't do this, you can't do this, is not, this is banned by the law, and we are asking for fee. But what happens in MSME or subsidy practice? See here, the entrepreneurs who has appointed you as a consultant, you provide them guidance to make his vision or the ambitions of successful establishment of their manufacturing enterprises. Beyond that, you help them to get the subsidy sanctioned. Right from application till disbursement, we can guide the entrepreneurs from state government as well as from central government. So it's a win-win situation. The promoter gets the benefit in the form of cash inflow from the central government or state government ministries. Where we are doing traditional practice, we ask our clients. That is also a practice, because the government has given the opportunities to the chartered accountants to make a compliances of income tax, GST, ROC, labor law, and all these things. But in MSME practice, hence it is known as sunrise area of practice, untapped area of practice. Members, in front of you, there is a statistics of number of practicing chartered accountant in the country. If you ask me, out of 4,07,000 members, only 1,60,000 members, 39% of our members as on 28th February 2025 are in practice, means only 40% of our members. And if you ask me, since I am doing this practice last 35 years, I am aware that if you go to the nation at a large scale, you will find very few people, hardly 1% or 2%, or you can keep the numbers less than 500 people are aware about the schemes of the central government, or they are fully working for MSME sector. So there is a huge opportunity for we members to come into this sunrise area of practice that I want to put in front of you. Now I am coming to certain scheme of the central government, which if we develop, if we understand, we acquire the knowledge, we can help the promoters who are establishing their unit as a new unit or as an expansion unit to get the advantage of the ministries and their subsidy schemes. The first schemes which I want to put in front of you, the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmer Welfare, which is headed by our Mr. Chauhan, who is the ex-chief minister of the Madhya Pradesh, Shivraj Singh Chauhan, National Horticulture Board. The board is created under the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmer Welfare for providing subsidies for establishment of cold storages in the country. Not only cold storages, floriculture, horticulture, colleges, food processing or agro processing industries. So cold storage subsidy is one of the schemes of the Ministry of Agriculture, and it is disbursed by the National Horticulture Board, which is having their central office at Gurgaon and their regional offices in all the states of the country. The cold storage is a necessity in the country to keep the national perishable fruits and vegetable losses, post harvest management, and the cold storage subsidy is applicable for construction of new cold storages, expansion of existing cold storages, modernization of cold storage, and for cold storage for horticulture produce. And friends, the subsidy is 50% to 35% of the NHB approved project cost. Watch them. Sorry. So the NHB subsidy is available 50% to 35% of the NHB approved project cost, and the capacity of the cold storage and the eligible subsidy is given in front of you in this slide. Suppose the capacity is 6,500, and if your project is established in schedule area or backward area or TSP area, then the subsidy is 50% of the project cost, whereas in general area the subsidy is 35% of the project cost. General areas means which are not scheduled area, which are not tribal area, or which was not integrated tribal development plan area. The list is available with the ministry, which are the tribal area and which are the general area. So anybody establishes a project in tribal area, 50%. If he is establishing the project at Nariman Point or Gateway of India or India Gate in Delhi, the subsidy will be 35% of the project cost. And friends, the subsidy is from 2,96,000 to crore to 4 crore 8 lakh in 50% area. And if you go to 35% area, the subsidy is from 2 lakh 7,000 to 2 lakh 85,000. The chart is in front of you, the capacity and the cost norms given by the NHB. See, multi-chamber, multi-temperature, multi-commodity, spices, dry fruits, oranges, fruits, vegetables, horticulture produce. The cost norms, NHB cost norms differ according to the type of cold storage you are establishing. Here the subsidy is for 50% area 3 crore 70 lakh to 5 crore 10 lakh. Just imagine the friends, if you help a particular entrepreneur who is planning to establish a cold storage, and with the help of your consultancy, the promoters gets 5 crore 10 lakh rupees of subsidy, what will be his satisfaction with the consultancy which a chartered accountant has provided after gaining the knowledge about the horticulture, the cold storage schemes which is run by the National Horticulture Board. So 5 crore 10 lakh is a big amount, sir. On 10 crore 20 lakh rupees project cost, the 50% subsidy is 5 crore 10 lakh. It's a sizable amount. Hence, this is an untapped area, sunrise area of practice. The pattern of assistance is 35% of the capital cost of the project in general areas. I told you, general area. And 50% in case of hilly and schedule area. Particularly that seven sister, Assam, Mizoram, Tripura. I will urge the committee for members in practice to have specific lecture for seven sisters. The seven sisters, the Northeast. The government of India wants to develop the Northeast, and our members who are practicing in Northeast may not be aware about the central government schemes and state government schemes. In the entire Northeast is eligible to get 50% of their project cost as subsidy. Entire Northeast. So this way we can help the members. Friends, being a chartered accountant, we have an added advantage since we are also practicing in traditional area under income tax. A cold storage is eligible to get the benefit under section 35 AD of the Income Tax Act. Today it is not an income tax seminar, but I just want it is 100% deduction of the capital cost of the project in the year of commencement of the cold storage. So this way a promoter who is establishing a cold storage is eligible to get the deduction under section. So he is eligible to get the subsidy 50% to 35% of the project cost from National Horticulture Board. In addition to that, he is eligible to get the benefit of section 35 AD. So being a chartered accountant, we have added advantage to guide the client how to get the maximum benefit out of the central or state government schemes and the provisions of Income Tax Act. This way we can guide our clients to take the advantage of cold storage. I can give 2 hours separate lecture on this particular topic of cold storage, the business, the technology, the procedure, how to apply for and how to get the subsidy. Now I am coming to other ministries of the central government, that is Ministry of Rural Development. Since we are going to discuss today, see, I told you, you name the ministry in the central government, there is a scheme applicable or available from the central government ministry. Agriculture Infrastructure Fund. When our Honorable Prime Minister has given a lecture from Red Fort on the 15th August 2021, he has proclaimed from the Red Fort that we are going to introduce Agriculture Infrastructure Fund scheme of 1 lakh crore for financing agri infrastructure in the country. So 1 lakh crore is earmarked for this agriculture infrastructure fund scheme. What it means? A promoter who is establishing agro food processing industries in the country, and if his project cost or if his loan component is up to 2 crores of rupees, he will not have to submit any type of collateral security. The guarantee will be taken by the government of India for funding up to 2 crore of rupees. The first benefit, it is a collateral free loan. Second benefit, the rate of interest under Agri Infra Fund Scheme AIF cannot be more than 9%. There is upper cap on the loan. The third benefit, the repayment period shall be only 7 years, 84 months from the date of disbursement of the first installment. Second, the promoter will get 24 months moratorium. Friends, and the most beneficial provision under this Agri Infra Fund Scheme is 3% interest subvention. So, if the bank is charging 9% rate of interest, the promoter gets 3% interest subvention on quarterly basis from the bank itself without taking any efforts by the promoter himself. So, the effective rate of interest will be only 6%. Today, getting finance at 6%, and friends, we are not going to discuss the state, but most of the state government in the country, they are also reimbursing 5% on term loan. So if we take the advantage of AIF scheme and the state government 5% interest scheme, effectively the promoter is paying only 1% interest on a term loan which is taken at 9% rate of interest. So this way, if we are aware, we know about the central government schemes, and if they are from food processing industry, cold storage is also eligible to get the fund under Agri Infra Fund schemes. So there can be a project, can be a food processing 5 crore rupees, a term loan. So there are two parts of loan one AIF, loan two non-AIF. So AIF, the promoter is eligible to get 3% interest subvention, non-AIF 9%. This is again a scheme of the Ministry of Rural Development. Animal Husbandry Infrastructure Development Fund, again a scheme of the Ministry of Animal Husbandry. Under these schemes, the the eligible activities, it is a vast activities considered, is taken into account by the animal husbandry department, IVF center, breeding farms, AI technology, animal waste management, bio CNG, organic manure, cow dung processing, even that CNG manufacturing, bio CNG manufacturing is covered as a eligible activity under this animal husbandry scheme. What is the financial assistance provided by this? Loan amount up to 90% of the project cost. Suppose a promoter is having a 100 crore project of dairy, pasteurization unit, butter, mutter, paneer, ghee, or ice cream manufacturing. He is eligible to get the animal husbandry assistance scheme. That is animal husbandry. 90% of the project cost is a disbursement permitted by the financial institution for financial a unit which is established under this animal husbandry infrastructure development fund scheme of the central government. Interest subvention, 3% discount on, see, under AIF, the maximum loan a agro processing unit can avail is 2 crore. But in animal husbandry, that is, say, cattle feed manufacturing, there is no upper limit. Even if a promoter borrows a term loan of 200 crore rupees, he is eligible to get 3% discount on interest rate. It's a huge benefit. It's a huge benefit. And the maximum period is 8 years. The repayment period can be 8 years with a 2-year moratorium. So this is another scheme. The scheme which is introduced by our Honorable Prime Minister during COVID period is National Vehicle Scrappage Policy 2021. That a vehicle which has completed 15 years of its life on road, that is a commercial vehicle, and a private vehicle which has completed 20 years of its life on a road has to be compulsorily scrapped, or otherwise they have to pay the green tax. To save the environment of our country, the national government has come out with a national vehicle scrappage policy. This is very, very good policy. It is recycling, waste to wealth or circular economy policy, and very suitable for metro cities like Bhopal, Indore, Delhi, Ludhiana, or say Ahmedabad, Mumbai, Pune, where the vehicle population is at very high scales. So here the incentives were provided, concessions in vehicle tax registration, then getting concession at the time of purchase of vehicles by the central governments. Again, the Department of Industrial Policy, Promotion and Internal Trade has introduced production linked incentive schemes by the central government. There are various sector: automobile and auto components, pharmaceutical, mobile manufacturing, food products, textile products, high efficiency, solar model, white goods, specialty steel, telecom and networking, manufacturing of medical devices, advanced chemistry battery for electric vehicles, e-mobility, electronics or technology products, automobiles and auto components, pharmaceutical and drugs. So there are 14 policies in existence in the country which are known as production linked incentive schemes. National single window clearance, ease of doing business, sunrise area of practice, sitting at your office in Mofficial. Friends, keep in your mind that this is not the area of practice which is reserved for the metro city practicing chartered accountants. A person, see, today I am discussing with you from a very backward district of Maharashtra that is known as Dhule. I am practicing last 35 years from my own city, Dhule, all over Maharashtra, all over India. So this national single window system has provided us the opportunity to do all the work related to MSME practice sitting at your own office, that is developed by the Invest India or Single Window to India for services. Friends, I will urge also to the committee for members in practice to have a collaboration between the National Industrial Development Corporation of India Limited and the Institute of Chartered Accountants of India Committee for Members in Practice, a collaboration and MOU to share the knowledge about the 11 industrial corridors which are developed by the National Industrial Corridor projects in the country. The 11 industrial corridor, I think this is untapped, again a sunrise area for we, because it's on this industrial corridor, world-class infrastructure facilities are provided. For your convenience, I am just making a Dholera in Gujarat, then Sindre Bedkin in Maharashtra, then this Butibori, or you can say Pritampur in Madhya Pradesh. These are the industrial corridor which are developed by central government under National Industrial Corridor. I think the committee can have lecture for 11 industrial corridor on 11 online sessions to introduce about the projects, the formalities, the cities, the industries coming into this industrial corridor, so that our members can take advantage and they can do their sunrise area of practice in this industrial corridor. That is Delhi Mumbai Industrial Corridor, Amritsar Kolkata Industrial Corridor, Chennai Bengaluru Industrial Corridor, Vizag Chennai Industrial Corridor, East Coast Economic, Hyderabad Nagpur, Hyderabad Warangal, Hyderabad Bengaluru, Bengaluru Mumbai, extension to Coimbatore, to Kochi via Coimbatore, Delhi, Nagpur Industrial Corridor. So this is another sunrise area of practice where large mega, ultra mega projects are coming, where world-class infrastructure with the help of this National Industrial Corridor. See, adjoining to this National Industrial Corridor, dedicated freight corridor is also developed by the Ministry of Railways. So again, coming to the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmer Welfare, I am putting in front of only the name of the scheme, Agriculture Infrastructure, which I discussed with you, PM Kisan Samman Nidhi, Atma Program, Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana, E-Naam Yojana, Horticulture, M Kisan, Jaivik Kheti, food processing industries, the Pradhan Mantri Kisan Sampada Yojana, PM Kisan Yojana, PLISF, PMFME for Pradhan Mantri Formalization of Micro Food Processing Industries, Operation Green Short-Term Interventions, Ministry of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises. See, today we have assembled here to discuss about the sunrise area of MSME. As we come to our office and we start our laptop and our this desktop, we just log into the income tax site or GST site. Friends, if you really want to develop your MSME practice, I think on daily basis, you should have one dedicated staff in your office who will log to the Ministry of Micro, Small and Enterprises what is declared by this MSME ministry today. What new scheme has been declared by this MSME ministry? SIDBI. If a person wants to become a dedicated person who is aware about the funding schemes of Small Industries Development Bank of India. It is a central government, central institute which provide term loan for establishing, and this is reserved for MSME sector. So Ministry of Micro, Small and so many schemes. I do not want to take your time by naming the scheme, but this PPT can be shared in between all of you. Ministry of Textile, Silk Samagam, Handicraft Sector Scheme, Technology Upgradation Fund Scheme, Scheme for Capacity Building of Textiles Sector, Scheme Group Workshed Scheme, Scheme for Integrated Textile Park, and the base scheme of Ministry of Textile is a Technical Textile Scheme. The National Technical Textile Mission, 1,473 crore rupees is earmarked for technical textile by the Ministry of Textile for state. Ministry of Defense, now you know that Atmanirbhar Bharat, that government of India wants that whatever arms and ammunitions, whatever jet or pilot planes are required in defense sector will be indigenously manufactured. Drone manufacturing, defense equipment manufacturing, for that This defense, National Defense Fund, Technology Development Fund schemes are introduced by the Ministry of Defense. Ministry of Commerce and Industry, our own ministry, Startup India Seed Fund Scheme, Market Access Initiative, Market Development Assistance Scheme, and other schemes of the Ministry of Commerce. Department of Industrial Policy Promotion and Internal Trade. Those who want to serve the startup ecosystem in the country, the stand-up ecosystem in the country, or to mega, ultra mega projects and taking the IEM license. Udyam registration is reserved for MSME, but IEM is reserved for the IEM is issued by the Ministry of Commerce and Industry. Friends, as I told you, Ministry of in Electronics and Information Technology, Government of India. Just compare, because we have limited time. Ministry of Finance and Ministry of Corporate Affairs versus 52 ministries in the central government and the number of schemes. I am not underestimating the traditional practice which we are doing till date. But why the committee has given the name to the topic today, MSME, sunrise area of CS practice. There is a brain drain. There is a requirement of chartered accountants in the country to enter into this non-traditional area of practice, to enter into this MSME practice, to help the entrepreneurs in the country. The entrepreneurs in the country, the MSME, the startups, the electronics manufacturer, the food processor, the textile manufacturers are searching a practitioner in the country who is aware about the schemes of the central government which are declared by central government specifically for their industries. So information technology, Ministry of Information Production Linked Incentive Scheme, that semiconductor scheme, a latest scheme of the Ministry of ITES is semiconductor BPO promotion scheme, modified electronics manufacturing cluster scheme, modified special incentive package MSIP schemes, Ministry of New and Renewable Energy, प्रधानमंत्री किसान ऊर्जा सुरक्षा एवं उत्तम अभियान, नेशनल सोलर मिशन, solar rooftop solar scheme, wind energy scheme, biomass power and co-generation program, Ministry of Women and Child Development, Pradhan Mantri Matsya Matru Vandana Yojana, Poshan Abhiyan Yojana. See, if you understand the scheme, it is ultimately a scheme which is came into existence for the welfare of the beneficiary who are the citizens of this country. Ministry of Education, Skill Development. The central government has come out with a new ministry, Ministry of Skill Development. For which purpose? To provide now there is no importance of degrees. Now there is an importance to skills in the human talent, the HR of the country. So Ministry of Education, PM Shri School, Samagam Shiksha, Stars Project Institutions, Midday Meal, Swachh Vidyalay Abhiman, Kala Utsav, Shikshan Parva Initiative, Spark Scheme, Atal Tinkering Lab Scheme, Yuva Scheme for young authors, Ministry of Rural Development. Again, no government can ignore the rural population of the country because those are the annadata of the country. That's why the Pradhan Mantri Kisan Sanman Nidhi and so many schemes are developed. Ministry of Housing, Roti, Kapda or Makan, the word I am using again and again. Swachh Sarvekshan, Global Housing, PM Swanidhi, Smart Cities Mission, Housing for All, Amrut Plan, PM E-Bus Seva. So many projects, and those are funded by the Ministry of Housing and Urban Development. Here the role of chartered account to form the tender, to prepare the schemes, to take the advantage, how to get the benefit. Even we can become consultant to the municipal council, municipal corporations, to the state government departments, to the Gram Panchayats, to the Jilla Parishad, because the staffs are unaware about how to file the applications. So if the committee for members in practice take the initiative, we can become consultant, help, guide the various line agencies in the central and state government departments to take how to apply this for the benefit of schemes with their own ministries, with their own central government and state government departments. The municipal council and the gram panchayats and Jilla Parishad, the district collector staffs are not able to file the forms to understand the scheme in proper perspective. Ministries of Railway, Amrut Bharat Station Scheme, Startup India Seed Fund schemes, Ministry of Civil Aviation. I am now going to a specific scheme, National Air Sports Policy. These policies are for one Dhana scheme, empowering tribal communities, particularly Chhattisgarh and all those tribal area of the country. One Dhana scheme, Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana. India has got 7,516 kilometer coast based, right from this Gujarat to this West Bengal. There is a coast based. So Matsya Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana, 20,000 crore investment in next 5 years is the mission. The coastal area can take the advantage of this Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana. Then Ministry of Food Processing Industry, Pradhan Mantri Kisan Sampada Yojana. See, skill development, mega food, cold chain, backward, forward, agro processing clusters, Atmanirbhar, vocal for local, PM formalization of micro food industries. I am just giving in front of Ministry of Micro, Small and Enterprises, PM Mitra Park. The government of India has funded 1,000 crore rupees for each park, and there are going to, the government of India is going to develop 7 parks in the country under PM Mitra Park scheme. One is coming under Dhar, Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, Lucknow, Maharashtra, Amravati, Telangana, Warangal, Tamil Nadu, Viruddhanagar, Karnataka, Kalaburgi, Gujarat, Navsari. So my members who are situated nearby these cities, they can go into this area of practice and help the textile units which are coming in this dedicated textile park, which is a scheme of the PM Mitra Park schemes. National Medical Devices Policy. In COVID, we have faced the medical devices shortages. The government of India has come out with a National Medical Devices Policy. Biogas Satata scheme, sustainable, the 2 crore rupees subsidy for production of CNG for plant waste, agro waste, cow dung, Gobardhan scheme, the Satat scheme, and the biogas will be purchased by oil marketing companies in the country. National Green Hydrogen Mission, Make in India, now create in India. The Ministry of Information and Broadcasting has come out with a new concept of making India the global hub for AVGC, IT, ITES industries, aviations, visual effects, graphics and comic designing. Create in India. National Manufacturing Mission in 2025 budget introduced by the Finance Minister. She has told about formations of National Manufacturing Mission, National Critical Mineral Mission, National Critical Mineral Mission, National Quantum Mission, manufacturing of rare earth permanent magnets, particularly Rajasthan state. Cabinet approves electronic components manufacturing scheme. The Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, electronic components manufacturing schemes. Friends, with this, the vision which is
जब आजादी के 75 साल देश बनाता होगा, तब तक बिग 4 को बिग 8 में बदल देंगे, और जो बिग 8 होंगे उसमें बिग 4 यही मेरे सामने जो लोग हैं उन्हीं में से होंगे। दोस्तों, ये सपना हम लोगों का होना चाहिए।
So the today's topic is ended with the vision of our Honorable Pradhan Sevak, which he has proclaimed on our own platform at the time of inauguration of the GST, that his vision is that the Indian Chartered Accountant should become the Big Four. And friends, with if we all practitioners come into this untapped, this sunrise and MSME area of practice, definitely we are going to become big four in the country. In limited time, I have tried to cover the topics. With this, thank you for your patience listening. Over to you at headquarters, New Delhi.
Thank you very much, sir, for sharing the ecosystem of the MSME. And now we request our second speaker of the day, CA SS Naik ji, to take his session. CA SS Naik ji is popularly known as the Nani Palkiwala of Mangalore for his extraordinary and insightful annual union budget analysis delivered for over 2 decades. He is a celebrated mentor, speaker, author, and MSME expert who has received multiple national recognitions such as KBL, NITTE Lifetime Achievement Award, MSME Sabyasachi Award, Member of Mentors Award, Karnataka Rajyotsava Award, authored 3 books on business wisdom, Words of the Wise, More Words of the Wise, Wise Words of the Wise. He has conducted 8 MSME conclaves, delivered 250 keynote speeches, guided thousands of entrepreneurs, and featured regulatory on regularly on TV, radio, and leading digital channels. He has mentored over 25,000 MSME entrepreneurs, empowering them into funding, project financing, scheme utilization, banking ecosystem, startup structuring, entrepreneurship development. CA SS Nayak sir is one of the most respected voices in MSME strategies in the country. Sir, over to you for your session.
Good afternoon, everyone. Priyanshu Malhotra, thank you for introducing me, and our CA GB Modi for beautifully presenting about various schemes of the central government and policies. Today, I am going to deliberate on funding options. I am audible now properly?
Sir, you are audible.
Yes. See, for starting of any enterprise or any industry, 4 M's are required: money, materials, machines, manpower, and market. If you miss any one in these 5 Panchashilas, we can say, Panchashilas for any enterprise, it is very difficult to survive or excel. Money is the most crucial thing in any business. So we might have seen many enterprises, many industries, and businesses, because of paucity of funds, they have been collapsed or they have shut down. Of course, now our MSME ecosystem, banking ecosystem are conducive for the growth of MSMEs, especially of late, lot of and Reserve Bank, even any crucial for anyone. Vittena hinam purusham tyajanti धाराश्च पुत्रश्च सहोदराश्च संवित्तवन्तं पुनरेव यान्ति वित्तम ही लोके पुरुषस्य बंधुः अर्थात वित्तेन हीनम पुरुषम त्यजन्ति. If you don't have money, everyone will reject you. Nobody will come near to you. Who are all they? Dharascha, may it be wife. Suppose it is women entrepreneur, may it be husband also. Putrascha, may it be children. Sahodarascha, may it be siblings or relatives. Samvittavantam punarevayanti. Suppose once you get money, either lottery would gaya, or you get some ancestral property and sold and got lot of money. In such cases, everybody will be your relative. Everybody will claim that they are your friends and relatives. That's why who is your close relative? Vittam mihi loke purushasya bandhuhu. That means money is our close relative. With this introductory remarks, I would like to start my presentation, that is funding options for MSMEs. There are plenty of schemes and incentives offered by banks, financial institutions for setting up as well as scaling up enterprises. Few of them I have highlighted here. We are all aware, SIDBI, even though it is set up in 1980, they are supporting MSMEs in a big way. The difference between other public sector banks and SIDBI is, banks, they do lending, but they accept deposits. Nowadays, they are all cross-selling, insurance, mutual fund, and many more activities. Whereas SIDBI is focused only on funding MSMEs, Small Industries Development Bank of India. They are focusing only supporting MSMEs, both new entrepreneurs as well as existing entrepreneurs. If they want to expand, if they want to modernize, they will support in a big way. Then we have popular scheme, 59 minutes loan scheme. Then as a part of Startup India initiative in 2016, Atal Incubation Center, Niti Aayog has set up in 2016 nearly 100 Atal Incubation Centers. They are incubating, supporting, and they are facilitating seed funding and grants for startups also. Then our popular scheme, PM Mudra Yojana, our Prime Minister's very popular scheme, PM Mudra Yojana. Then Stand Up India, Credit Guarantee Scheme, that is without collateral security, they are funding for enterprises. In such case, Jameen bhi nahi chahiye, Jameen bhi nahi chahiye. That means no collateral is required, no guarantor is also required. That is up to 10 crores. In excess of that, hybrid security schemes are also there. Then MCGS MSME scheme. In the recent budget, FN has announced this up to 100 crore. They can fund for machineries. Then PM FME scheme, that is Prime Minister formalization of micro food processing enterprises. Then seed funding support, as I already mentioned, Supra. Then PMEGP and expansion of PMEGP scheme. Then many banks, they have separate special schemes for women entrepreneurs. That is called Nari Shakti scheme. Then PM Vishwakarma scheme. Then TREDS. Then Agriculture Infrastructure Fund. Our Modi ji has already explained about this scheme. Then National Small Industries Corporation. That is also arm of the Ministry of MSMEs of the central government. They are also facilitating MSMEs in a big way. This is the brief introduction about these various funding options. Let me come to the SIDBI 4E scheme, that is end-to-end energy efficiency scheme. This scheme is very, very popular because this scheme is giving interest subvention of up to 2%. Interest subvention is there for this scheme, that is for energy efficient machineries and installation of solars. This is a very popular scheme of the SIDBI, but repayment period is for 5 years and 6-month moratorium is there given. And collateral security based on the case-to-case basis, they will relax also. And existing units with the 3 years vintage, collateral security is waived. Then machinery finance scheme, that is by Small Industries Development Bank of India. That is, it is very, very simple. There are two schemes. One is express loan, another is speed loan. Express loan means if you apply within 1 hour also your loan can be sanctioned. Such a fast mechanism is there with SIDBI. That is approval also very fast. Automated loan processing ensures quick approval and disbursement also they do it very fast. And some cases 100% financing with 25% FD collateral for machinery purchase is also facilitated. In some cases without margin also there is a scheme and flexible repayment, but in this case repayment is up to 5 years and moratorium up to 3 months. This is express loan scheme. If anyone wants very urgent, within 1 hour they can sanction, but there should be 3 years vintage should be there. The unit should be in existence for more than 3 years. Then it should be in consistently making profit for the last 3 years. Then speed loan. That is, in speed loan, 100% financing with minimum FD collateral like 25% margin they can put and 100% loan they will facilitate. That FD of 25% itself is a collateral. Then large loan amount, that is financing up to 15 crore can be taken from SIDBI. Then in this case, repayment period can be extended up to 7 years, moratorium up to 12 months. Then they have more scheme, A Dil Mange More. Assistance for modernization and renovation of hotels, restaurants, and other enterprises in the MSME sector. See, comprehensive support will be given for financing for tangible assets. Now, intangible assets will be funded like interiors, equipments, furniture, and civil work renovations. Then, term loan up to 5 crore and up to 80% of the capex can be funded. That means margin is reduced to 20% instead of 25%. That is swift sanctions, online application with the swift sanctions and disbursements is also facilitated. Then flexible repayment up to 8 years including 12-month moratorium is also facilitated in this scheme. Then SIDBI has Arjana scheme, that is to provide financial assistance on softer terms to MSMEs promoted by women entrepreneurs. So that is 100% financing for standalone machinery for existing units, repayment tenure up to 7 years and with 2 years moratorium. And 50% of the credit guarantee. Here, if you don't have collateral, they will cover the loan under credit guarantee scheme. That is without collateral, it can be covered. In such case, whatever credit guarantee premium, trust premium, 50% of that premium will be borne by SIDBI. Only 50% is to be paid by the women entrepreneurs. So here the limit is up to, cap is up to 3 crore and 80% of the project cost for established entities and new units, it is 75%. And it is also online application, no prepayment charges and processing fees also, they are case-to-case basis, they are relaxing or reducing. Then SIDBI Edge scheme. Edge means encouraging MSMEs to purchase new DG sets and contribute to cleaner environment. So here, financing for new DG sets, including first level accessories, whatever additional accessories required for DG sets also, up to 3 crore they will fund, 75% financing is facilitated, and or 100% financing with 25% FD as collateral also possible. So sometimes your lower promoter contribution for replacing old DG sets is also facilitated, and MSMEs with the 2 years of operation and cash profit in the last 2 years with the net profit in the last financial year. Then Stapan scheme, that is loan for purchase of land and construction of factory building, purchase of plant and machinery, miscellaneous fixed assets, installation of rooftop solar projects, acquisition of other energy efficiency devices. So under this scheme, so Stapan, the name itself says it is for greenfield projects or new units. Up to 50 crores is the cap, subject to a maximum of 75% of the cost of the project. That means promoter has to bring in 25% margin, and rate of interest is also linked to MCLR. Then repayment is facilitated up to 7 years, including moratorium of 2 years. Because Stapan, no, it is a new unit. Normally in new units, teething trouble will be there. That's why the moratorium is more. Then Stapan scheme that for loan above 20 crore, promoters' experience should be minimum 5 years in the similar line of business, and loan up to 20 crore up to 3 years experience. Above that, 5 years and above, they give above 20 crores also. Then Ubharte Sitare scheme, that is financing to export-oriented MSMEs for modernization, diversifying into new products, technology upgradation, product R&D, etc. This cap is up to 30 crores, and here the margin is only 20%. That means 80% of the project cost can be funded. Even joint financing with the Exim Bank also they are doing, CDB. Then rate of interest is also very attractive, that is linked with the MCLR. Then technical assistance for mentorship support, equity support also they are giving. So term loan or foreign currency term loan is also available in case you want to import the machineries. In such case, foreign currency term loan also for exporters also they are giving. Now 59 minutes loan scheme. So this is business loan, but within 59 minutes they don't release the money. It is in principle approval they are giving under this scheme. All nowadays, all Mudra loans up to 10 lakhs, that is under this scheme only they are doing. Then MSME term loan and working capital loan up to 5 crore, minimum 10 lakhs up to 5 crore also it is facilitated. This rate of interest is depends, that is just given. The platform is integrated with CGT MSC to check eligibility of the borrowers. Then up to 5 crores for working capital they are giving under this scheme. So the process is very simple because online application, the process I have explained in this PPT. First you should have GST registration. People should have been in business for the last 3 years, and GST identification number should be fed. Then income tax returns in XML format should be fed. Then bank statement for the last 6 months in PDF format should be loaded. Then directors, owners details, that is educational qualification, ownership details, etc. Then in principle approval you will get within 59 minutes. But this 59 minutes, it doesn't mean that you will get money in 59 minutes, but you will get in principle sanction in 59 minutes. See, these are all the partner banks who participate in this 59 minutes. Even some private sector banks are also there participating in this 59 minutes loan scheme. Somebody asked even this whether this 59 minutes can be, whether it is possible to get um, within 59 minutes. Suppose if you get 59 minutes in principle sanction, whether you will get money soon. See, it is like, it is engagement. Before marriage, there will be engagement, but marriage, it takes lot of time. Chowdhury book karna hai, lot of procedures. If you are giving property legal opinions, valuation reports, lot of procedures are there. Of course, if you give all the papers at a time in one stretch, definitely it can be sanctioned fast. Otherwise, it will be like a normal scheme. It will take its own course. Then PM Mudra scheme, we all know about this scheme. There are three types of Mudra schemes: Shishu, Tarun, Kishore and Tarun. That is up to 50,000, that is Shishu, and Kishore up to 50,000 to 5 lakhs, and Tarun 5 lakhs to 10 lakhs. This is bifurcated because up to 50,000 no margin is required. Under Kishore 10 to 15%, and that is up to 5 lakhs to 10 lakhs, 15 to 25% margin. Now those who have successfully repaid this loan under Tarun scheme, now Tarun Plus scheme is also introduced. They will get up to 20 lakhs without any collateral securities. These loans are given by banks, commercial banks, RRBs, small finance banks, cooperative banks, MFIs, MFIs and non-banking financial companies. That is microfinance institution, it is little bit costly. So Mudra scheme, you all know, if anybody wants to start any business, any vendor, any trader, any shopkeeper, any service sector activities, working capital also loan, transport vehicles, all these can be covered under PM Mudra scheme. Now interest rate is also very minimal, and there is a 2% interest subsidy to Shishu borrowers also available, and all these loans are covered under credit guarantee scheme. Stand Up India scheme. So I have put this PPT. It itself explains Stand Up India scheme. Who can stand up? If any entrepreneurs want to start up or promote an enterprise under Stand Up India scheme, either he should be SC/ST entrepreneur or woman entrepreneur. Woman entrepreneur need not be exclusively woman. Word woman includes man also. In such cases, you can form partnership, LLP or company wherein minimum 51% of the shareholding should be by woman entrepreneur. Up to 49% men can join with women. Stand Up India scheme. Under this Stand Up India scheme, any enterprise, whether it may be trading or it may be manufacturing or it may be services, you can start under Stand Up India scheme, and normal margin for Stand Up India scheme is 25%, but normal margin for in other cases is 25%, but here 10 to 15% margin can be facilitated. Normally 15% margin is facilitated, but one condition is it should be greenfield enterprise. That means only new enterprises. Existing unit expansion, it will not cover under Stand Up India scheme. Any manufacturing enterprise, trading enterprise or service enterprise up to 1 crore, it can be covered under Stand Up India scheme. And in case of working capital, if they want working capital above 10 lakhs, it should be taken. There is no composition of how much working capital and how much term loan required. That is not specified here. Any composition is okay. And working capital by way of CC. But in some cases, in service enterprises and all, very difficult to give stock statement. In such cases, up to 10 lakhs, they will sanction as overdraft. And debit card can be also be issued for the borrowers. Now, this is the very popular scheme, credit guarantee scheme. This credit guarantee scheme is the most popular scheme, and this is under the aegis of Credit Guarantee Fund Trust for Micro and Small Enterprises. We all should aware this credit guarantee scheme is only for micro and small enterprises. Medium enterprises, credit guarantee scheme is not applicable. And recently, the definition of MSME has also been revised with effect from 1st April 2025. We all know the maximum up to 500 crore is the medium. Okay, but for the purpose of turnover, export turnover is excluded. That is the beauty of this definition of MSMEs. Under this scheme, up to 10 crore without any collateral, banks can fund both for term loan as well as for working capital, and premium of credit guarantee should be borne by the borrowers. Now, in the last budget also, they have slashed this credit guarantee fees also. More than nearly 50% they have slashed, and now they have reduced to, earlier it was as high as 3% plus, now it has been reduced to max is the 2%, and in some cases as small as 0.5, 0.75, 0.34 and all. Based on your rating, that credit guarantee premium also will reduce. And I have already told, Jameen bhi nahi chahiye, Jameen bhi nahi chahiye. But if the primary security, there is a property, then that will be taken as a security. And suppose, because the cap is 10 crores, if you want more than 10 crores, what you can do? There is a scheme called hybrid security under CGT MSC scheme. Under this hybrid security, suppose your project cost of loan requirement is 12 crores. You have property only of 2 crore. Then 2 crore can be covered under collateral, 10 crore can be covered under credit guarantee. Suppose your property value is 5 crore. Loan amount required is 12 crore. Then 5 crore can be covered under property, and remaining 7 crore will be covered under credit guarantee scheme. One thing we should bear in mind, under credit guarantee scheme, if any borrower takes loan, normally risk premium bank will little bit add more. Suppose if you give collateral and take loan at 9% rate of interest, under credit guarantee scheme, if you are applying the loan, many of the banks, they charge 10.5 or 11% because risk coverage provided by credit guarantee trust is not 100%. Some cases only 50%, some cases 75%, some cases 90%. That's why this risk premium, this banks, they are going to add. But one beauty is that if you take term loan, suppose with a repayment period of 10 years, 1 crore you are borrowing. At the end of 7 years, suppose the loan outstanding is only 30 lakhs, then premium will be paid only on that balance outstanding, that is 30 lakhs only. But in case of working capital, the credit guarantee fees will be on the total limits, not on the amount drawn. Even if your CC has credit balance, you have to pay credit guarantee premium on the entire sanctioned limit. That you have to bear in mind. So if you have property, you can always give property and take the loan. Remaining you can take under credit guarantee scheme. Now, this is the fee structure, as I already told, with effect from 1st April 2025, the credit guarantee CGTMSE fees has been slashed. So, very reasonable premium. As I already told, the maximum, even if with the 70% risk, maximum is 2.04 and minimum is 0.63. If the risk is very less, up to 15% risk, then only 0.43, then maximum is 1.38, and based on the amount. That amount slab is also there, up to 10 lakh, 10 to 50 lakh, 50 to 1 crore, 1 crore to 2 crore, because the risk coverage is also less. That's the reason they have reduced the, they are increasing the premium. So standard rate they have put, fee rate after discount. Discount also given in this. Then applicable rate. So minimum 0.37 up to 1.20. That is the beauty of this credit guarantee scheme. Then Atal Incubation Centers, as I already mentioned, so it is set up by Niti Aayog. Nearly 100 places they have set up. This fund of funds, whatever 10,000 crores in the last budget sanction, through various Atal Incubation Center and other incubation center, they are providing the money to the incubation center. In turn, these incubation centers, they will fund to the startups under seed funding scheme. So that is the facility for startups. And I am not covering startups much now because MSME itself is a very wide area. Now, PMFME scheme. That is Prime Minister Formalization of Micro Food Processing Enterprises. So, we all aware now under food production sector, especially in rural area and households, they prepare papad, they prepare various eatables, but genuinity of that product, nobody knows. People can manufacture any food products, but it should be authenticated. So under this scheme, PM formalization of micro food processing enterprises, the name itself says this is applicable for only micro enterprises. Here, the objective of PMFME is to formalize unorganized micro food processing units under vocal for local and Atmanirbhar Bharat. In some cases, one district, one product also they have identified. So PMFME scheme, the purpose is existing units, if they want to expand, modernize with better packing for the products, with the better, what you can say, that processing facilities and storage facilities, for all these purposes, they will fund under term loan, and working capital also can be given. For normal course, of course, individual self-help groups and that is FPOs, cooperatives, they all are eligible. Here under individuals, if they want to start, or partnership firms, they start, or companies. So the cap is up to 1 crore. If the project cost is up to 1 crore, 10% is the only promoter's margin. And here, term loan and working capital, both can be up to 1 crore. And margin is, promoter margin is only 10%. One more beauty is in this is, there is a capex subsidy up to 35% of the cost of the project by central. That is maximum 10 lakhs. In some cases, state governments also they add. So for example, I am from Mangalore, that is Karnataka government. Here in Karnataka, if anybody wants to start PMFME project under PMFME scheme, 35% subsidy by central government, 15% subsidy by state government, together 50% subsidy is available only on equipments and machineries, not on buildings, vehicles, and all. They are all excluded. So that is the beauty in this, up to 50%, maximum cap 10 lakhs from central, 5 lakhs from state. That means 15 lakhs that can be taken. In excess of that, no subsidy, but loan can be taken. So branding and marketing also, if you want to do based on the DPR, for making DPR and other things, 50% subsidy, that is maximum 5 lakhs also they provide. Then self-help group, 40,000 seed capital per member, maximum 10 members, that is 4 lakhs also they will facilitate. Infrastructure subsidy for cold storage, labs, warehouses can also be done. In that case, it should be under, as I already told, for FEOs, self-help groups, and cooperatives. That can be more than 1 crore also. Here, the beauty in this scheme is the purpose of this scheme. It is already explained in our this slide. One district, one product. Support for common infrastructure. Support to self-help groups, FPOs, cooperatives, and individual micro food enterprises. Seed capital for self-help group, as I already explained, 40,000 per head. Training and research support also they are giving. Each district, they have appointed district resource person to guide, to mentor, to handhold, and to support all these PMFME enterprises, and support for capacity building, branding and marketing support. These are the objectives of this PMFME scheme. Lot of FPOs are also set up under this PMFME scheme, and many FPOs they are getting a grant up to 2.5 crores also. In many cases now, recently one case where in Man Ki Baat, our Prime Minister has mentioned, in Puttur in Karnataka, that is Gramajanya, that is honey processing unit. So that there they have supported nearly 2.5 crore grant also given under this scheme. And this is the statistics what they have given now. It is a beautiful scheme. Those who want to start any micro food processing units, or if they want to scale up existing units, they can apply under this scheme. And for this, some requirement, FSSAI certification is also required. And attractive packing you can make and make it for better marketing, and you can upgrade your products, and you can increase the shelf life of these products. This is also applicable for fish processing units also. So value addition in fish processing technology. For that also, this PMFME scheme is available. Now, I already mentioned there are many liberally announced schemes for women. Various banks, they give different name. Mahila Swavalambini scheme, they say. In Union Bank of India, Union Nari Shakti scheme. That is one of the best schemes I have seen. Union Bank of India, women owned and managed MSMEs. I have already told women entrepreneurship need not be owned by exclusively women. Here, the cap is 51% minimum. It should be owned by women, and remaining can be held by men also, with valid Udyam registration. And even women with the self-help groups also, they are eligible. In this case, term loans are available. Even working capital is also available. Term loan available for factory, office, shop construction, renovation, machinery purchase, and working capital also. The minimum loan under this scheme is 2 lakhs and maximum is 200 lakhs. And self-help group maximum 20 lakhs. Now this 200 lakhs they have enhanced up to 10 crores. The margin requirement up to 3rd November, it was only 5% margin up to 100 lakhs. It's a beautiful scheme. Up to 1 crore with 5% margin, only you can take up to 100 lakhs loan. In excess of 100 lakhs, up to 10 crores, it is 15% margin. There is some mistake in the slide. It is up to 10 crores. Now they have made uniform margin of 15%, up to 10 crore, 15% margin, and up to 2 crores loan. Processing fees is nil. Collateral fee loans can also it can be collateral free also, provided it is covered under credit guarantee scheme. Interest rate they say lower but not lower, normal. Margin definitely lower, and this can be taken for existing units or new units. That is for expansion also. They can take both term loan and working capital, margin with 15%. This is a beautiful scheme, as I already mentioned. Then PMEGP scheme. This is the most popular and flagship scheme across the globe. I can say the best scheme available now is PMEGP scheme for new entrepreneurs. So under this PMEGP scheme, the implementing authorities, that is KVIC, that is Khadi and Village Industries Commission, the nodal agency. Then in state level, KVIC directorate is there, state Khadi and Village Industries boards are there, or district industry centers along with the banks, they are implementing this scheme. Here there are two types of units. One is manufacturing enterprise, another is business or service sector. If it is manufacturing enterprise, the maximum cap under this project is up to 50 lakhs. You can avail the loan. Up to 50 lakhs for manufacturing enterprises and up to 20 lakhs for business or service sector. So an individual above the age of 18 years and at least 8th standard pass for projects up to 10 lakh in manufacturing sector and above rupees 5 lakhs in business or service sector. Only new projects are considered under PMEGP scheme. Existing business expansion, it is not considered. Suppose there is one partnership firm. There are 2 or 3 partners are there. One of the partners separately, they can set up this separate project and they can avail the benefit under PMEGP because they have specifically mentioned only new projects are considered under sanction under PMEGP scheme, not new entrepreneur. Okay. Then self-help groups belonging to BPL, that is below poverty line, provided that they have not availed any benefits under any other scheme. Because here the beauty is there, lot of benefits are there, I will explain. And institutions registered under Societies Registration Act and production cooperative societies and charitable trusts are also eligible. Existing units, suppose already there are existing units under PMEGP and all, they can go for expansion of PMEGP, but existing units under PMRY, REGP or any other scheme of the Government of India and state government, and the units, those who already availed government subsidy under any other scheme of the Government of India or state government, they are not eligible under PMEGP scheme. So here also it is a online portal. In online portal directly you can apply under PMEGP scheme. The sites already I have shown in my sites, whatever sites you can apply online. I have mentioned in this slide. Online application only. Then level of funding. See here there are 2 dimensions. One is category of entrepreneurs. Another is place of business. Category of entrepreneurs is divided into two categories: general category and special category. Special category entrepreneurs means SC/ST entrepreneurs, OBC entrepreneurs, minorities, women, ex-servicemen, physically handicapped, northeastern region or hill and border areas. These people are covered under special category. Other than these special categories, remaining all treated as general categories. Special categories, the margin is uniformly both for service and for manufacturing, only 5%. It is a beauty. Suppose you want to start a manufacturing unit under PMEGP scheme. If you are a special entrepreneur, for 50 lakhs, margin is only 5%. There is only 2.5 lakhs to be borne by the promoter. Remaining money will be funded by banks without any collateral under credit guarantee scheme. For general entrepreneurs, it is the margin is 10%. Suppose 50 lakh project means 5 lakhs they have to bring in. That's all. In addition to this margin relaxation, collateral fee funding, they also give subsidy. Subsidy both on term loan and working capital. That is the beauty in this. But no schemes normally they give subsidy on working capital. As I explained in earlier PMFME scheme, on working capital limit there is no subsidy. Only on equipments and machineries. Subsidy of 35% subject to a maximum cap of 10 lakhs. But here, suppose manufacturing concern, cost of the project is 50 lakhs. Or service or trading business up to 20 lakhs. So here, entire 50 lakhs cost of it, they will give you the subsidy. Urban area for general entrepreneur it is 15%, and rural area general entrepreneurs it is 25%. And special entrepreneurs in urban area, they will get 25% subsidy both on fixed assets and working capital. And rural area it is up to 35%. That means if a special entrepreneur sets up any project in rural area, manufacturing project, 35%. That means 17.5 lakhs subsidy you can get. But one cap is there. When you want to set up manufacturing enterprise, minimum 60% of the cost of the project should be invested in fixed assets. Only 40% max is cap is there for working capital. Say your project cost is 50 lakhs. So working capital is restricted to 40% of 50 lakhs. That is only 20 lakhs. That means fixed assets you can do up to 50 lakhs also. There is no problem. But cap is there on working capital. So in case of service enterprises, the cap for working capital is 60%. So that means if the cost of the project is 20 lakhs, up to 12 lakhs they can take under this working capital. So that is the beauty of this scheme. One more thing is that whatever investment in fixed assets, not loan, term loan, whatever investment in fixed assets, for every 3 lakhs of fixed investment, there should be one employment should be generated. Say for example, in case of manufacturing concern, if your fixed assets investment is 30 lakhs and working capital is 20 lakhs. So here 30 lakhs is the fixed assets investment, and 3 lakh at least one employment generation. That means for 30 lakhs minimum 10 employment generation should be there. While preparing the project report, these are the fine prints we have to note. Otherwise the application gets rejected. Now suppose already there is a PMEG scheme an entrepreneur has already availed the loan. Here I already told subsidy amount will come in rural area up to 35% for special entrepreneurs, and urban area it is 25%. Here, whatever the subsidy they are giving central government, that subsidy amount immediately they will not release. It will be deposited as a fixed deposit with the bank. And on this fixed deposit, they will not give any interest. And to the extent of this fixed deposit, whatever amount they have kept, on the same loan amount also they don't charge interest. After successful completion of 3 years, they will appropriate these fixed assets, fixed deposit along with interest to the loan. So that loan amount will be reduced. Once 3 years successful completion has been done, then they are eligible for second dose of financial assistance under PMEGP scheme. That is the beauty of this. Here, again, in case of manufacturing concern, they can go up to, for upgradation, up to 100 lakhs. Cost of the project up to 100 lakhs they can go, but maximum subsidy in that case is only 15% uniformly, urban, rural, all these things. And margin is 10% uniformly for all. And service trading units financial assistance is, as I have told, here it is 100 lakhs second dose, but for service and trading units, the second dose is up to 25 lakhs. In second dose also they can avail. The conditions for availing second dose is all existing units financed under PMEGP or Mudras whose margin money claim has not been adjusted and first loan availed should have been repaid in stipulated time, they are eligible. So once they adjust up, that means after 3 years, then the unit should have been making profit for the last 3 years. If 1 year also, if they are making loss, this is not eligible. Beneficiary may apply to the same financing bank, or this additional second dose, they can go to other bank also, provided existing bank has to give NOC. Next, Udyam Aadhar registration is compulsory, and second loan also should lead to additional employment generation. That is, for every 3 lakh investment, 1 employment should be generated. This is one of the best, this is the flagship scheme of the central government, that is second dose of assistance under PMEGP scheme. Then PM Vishwakarma scheme. Now, this traditional artisans and traditional crafts people, they want to revive that. So in 2023, it has been announced 2023 to 2028. Total 13,000 crore outlay central government has made, and 18 specified trades they are giving funding. This scheme provides benefits, comprehensive benefits, that is formal recognition through PM Vishwakarma certificate and ID card they give, skill development program, they train also. During training, minimum 500 rupees daily stipend will also be given, and one time a toolkit incentive of rupees 15,000 also will be given via e-rupee. Then financial support, that is collateral free loans from banks. In first tranche, it will be given in 2 tranches, that is up to 2 lakhs. But first tranche, they are going to give 1 lakh, that is at a concessional interest rate of 5%. Only at 5% interest, they give 1 lakh. On the successful repayment of 1 lakh, in second tranche, they give up to 2 lakhs. So that is the thing. And many other incentive, that digital transaction, if you do incentive 1 rupee per transaction, small incentive, but incentives are given under this PM Vishwakarma Yojana. So small artisans and crafts people, they can take the advantage under this scheme because the rate of interest is only 5%. Then PM Swanidhi scheme. So these are all we are already we know about this. That is for street vendors. It is a flagship scheme announced by the central government. And normally these street vendors, they used to take loans from money lenders at as high as 100%, 200%, 300% interest. That is daily repayment and all. To bring them out of the clutches of the money lenders. So government of India has made this scheme, PM Swanidhi scheme. Under this PM Swanidhi scheme, loan will be given in three progressive tiers, that is three tranches. That is, first 10,000 rupees will be given repayable in monthly installment in 1 year. If they repay promptly, then give 20,000 rupees. Then after successful repayment of 20,000, they give 50,000 rupees. The benefit under this scheme is 7% interest subsidy for regular repayment. That is the beauty of this. Suppose the bank charges 12%, 7% interest subsidy means 5% is only applicable rate for them for regular repayment. And cashback incentive also they are giving 1,200 annually for adopting digital payment. We all see all the street vendors now, they are also putting this Paytm, Google Pay and all scanner, correct no? So that is the beauty of this. Vendors must possess either a valid certificate of vending or identity card issued by the urban local bodies. This scheme is applicable for urban street vendors. That is the this scheme. Okay. Now in this new budget, budget 2025, now we all know Stand Up India scheme, as I already explained, up to 1 crore, that is greenfield enterprises, I told. That has been enhanced to 2 crores. Of course, that implementation has not yet come. Definitely it will come because our FM has already announced in the budget. Instead of 1 crore, they have increased to 2 crore. The terms and conditions may be almost same, 15% margin, new field enterprises, then trading, service, manufacturing, all the sectors this scheme is applicable. Then big boost for new entrepreneurs, same thing I have told, all these announcements they have done. Then MSMEs MCGS scheme. MSMEs MCGS scheme, this is a very, nobody can imagine, up to 100 crore without collateral funding is possible. Surprise. The government of India, they have done this scheme, Mutual Credit Guarantee Scheme, that is MCGS for MSMEs, to boost the manufacturing sector by providing 60% guarantee coverage. That means in case any default, that is Credit Guarantee Trust will compensate the banks or financial institution only 60%. That is up to 100 crores for MSMEs purchasing plant and machinery and equipment. Eligibility MSME with a valid Udyam registration, then loan up to 100 crore. Project cost can be higher, but loan is up to 100 crore. Equipment cost minimum, that is 75% of the project cost. So here that is suppose land and building, including that project is 100 crore, minimum 75 crore should be machinery or equipment, then only the scheme is applicable. Up to 50 crore, 8 years repayment with 2 years moratorium they are giving. Above 50 crore, flexible repayment terms, even 10 year, 12 year, based on the cash flow. When you prepare the project report, we all know debt service coverage ratio, it should be minimum 1.5, maximum any, but not normal, because if it exceeds more than 2, they will reduce the repayment period also. But one catch in this is upfront 5% of the loan amount, that is 5 crores, should be deposited with NCGTC, National Credit Guarantee Trust Corporation, as upfront contribution. That is At a time, you have to pay this CGT MSc fees in the beginning itself. So that is too costly. But if anybody, if they don't have collateral, there is no other go. They can take loan under this scheme. But one question may arise. See, MSME definition, 100 crore machinery, how it can come under micro and small? That question will arise. Because in case of um, small enterprises, the machinery investment should not exceed, that is earlier 10 crore, now it is 15 crore. Now how it is 100 crore it will come. But somebody clarified, I asked few institutions, what they say is at the time of applying, it should be small. Okay. So then later on they can be upgraded. There is no problem. So another beautiful scheme is there, MSME gift scheme. Yes. Okay. Okay. MSME gift scheme, I would like to close now, but MSME gift scheme, this is the beauty in this, that is Ministry of MSME, concessional finance to micro and small enterprises, adopting green technology, that is renewable energy, waste management, clean transport, etc. Interest subvention of 2%, but maximum up to 2 crore for 5 years. With this small note, I would like to conclude this session. Before that, if any questions that we can answer.
Yes, sir. We are having many questions with us.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. What is the average time taken to get the loan sanction?
Average time, it is a beautiful thing. As I already mentioned, more than 59 minutes, that's a public sector banks scheme I told. That is 59 minutes scheme. I told only in principle you will get 59 minutes. You will not get money within 59 minutes. To get early sanction, at a time, all the document checklist as per the financial institutions and banks we need to give. Say, for example, what is the checklist? Say your KYC, 3 years financials if it is the existing unit, then your GST returns, then approvals, quotations, margin money if you already made arrangement, that proof, if you give, and if there is a collateral security, legal opinion, valuation report and property document, if all these things are put in place, normally they may sanction within a month's time. There is a RBI fair practices code for MSMEs. So either they should sanction or reject. So if they want to reject the loan, the sanctioning authority should take permission from next higher authority to reject the loan. For sanction the loan, they are delegated power, they can do. But depends on our documentation, how fast and how appropriately we are providing the document. Normally, in case of new entrepreneurs, it may take a little bit more time to appraise or assess their credibility.
Okay, there is some question from our member. One of our client wants to establish a Kaju processing unit in Odisha. What are the benefits?
Which processing?
Kaju, dry fruits.
Kaju processing. Okay.
So what are the benefits and subsidies available? They want to know.
Since they are in Orissa, in addition to this, so they can avail the benefit agri processing scheme also, and they have not mentioned what is the cost of the project. If the cost of the project is up to 50 lakhs, they can go under PMEGP. If the cost of the project up to 1 crore, they can go under PMFME with 10% margin with 35% subsidy on equipments. That can be done. If it is more than that scheme, in addition to this, see, I have explained about only funding options. Modi ji has explained about central sector scheme. Each state government has got their own schemes. Each state government has got their own schemes normally it is based on the zone. Zone 1, Zone 2, Zone 3. That means forward area, developing area, and backward area. Then capex subsidy is also there. State subsidy also they can get. But either one central or state, whatever beneficial they can have it.
Okay, sir. There is one of the individual is doing agriculture activity. He wants to buy agriculture equipments and hire small farmers in his areas. Can he get the funding in any of these schemes?
No, agriculture, there is separate scheme. Here, MSME schemes are available only those who have Udyam registration. Udyam registration is like a driving license. If you have driving license, then only you can drive. So agriculture activity, there is separate scheme for agricultural loans. Here MSME, if there is any processing involved, conversion of raw material into work in progress and finished goods, or some services if they render, if it falls under that is MSME definition, that is Udyam registration, if they are these educational institutions, coaching centers, they were MSMEs, but there was no CGT-MSc coverage. Now, educational institutions set up schools, colleges, medical colleges, educational institutions, and coaching centers, computer training.
Okay, sir. Is there any scheme under which government allot land for industry setup?
Yeah, that is the state government subject. Allotment of land is a state government subject. Each state, they have industrial area development board. In that industrial area development board, they allot the land, and normally that is developed land with all facilities, infrastructure, even power connection can be taken fast. All these benefits are available, but they have to apply separately with that industrial board, and they will in their that is a single window committee is there in every state. Sometimes district level only they sanction up to 1 acre, 2 acre, about 2 acre, some state level board, all this. That is that concession. Normally, they don't give directly sale deed, they give lease come sale deed. After successful completion of 5 years, like that, they will convert that lease come sale deed into sale deed. Or private land, if they want to develop under industry also, industrial conversion they can take and they can set up the unit. And in Karnataka, now SC/ST entrepreneurs up to 75% subsidy is there for allotment of land. Suppose a land cost 1 acre, 1 lakh, 1 crore, then 75% subsidy. That is 70 ST entrepreneurs.
Okay, sir. So we've come to the end of this session today. And on behalf of the Committee for Members in Practice, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to our eminent speakers, CA GB Modi sir and CASS Naik sir, and all the participants here. We have today around 2,217 members who have joined this webinar. So
Very nice.
MSME are the backbone of the Indian economy, and chartered accountants are the backbone of MSMEs. Together, we can build a more empowered entrepreneurial ecosystem. And I would request all the members to please give their feedback. Your feedback is important to us. So there is a link of giving the feedback on the viewing screen. So we request you to kindly share your feedback towards this webinar. And thank you for joining with us. Thank you very much, Modi sir, and thank you, SS Naik sir. You all would have a wonderful day ahead. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.